here on my case, situation where Wells Fargo took my land unlawfully and unethically and unmorally, and they even trashed out my property for no reason whatsoever, and had no right to do so, with all my personal belongings since I was a child, or since I was born for that matter. And all types of electronic equipment, pictures, photo albums, clothes, furniture, antiques. I mean, pile of trash about 15 feet high, 15 feet wide, 5 feet, 10 feet high, 45 feet long, drawn out in inclement weather for it to get rained on and ruined. Even though there was a sign posted by Jeff Rusbridge, 4 signs posted on the property, even though I had a sign posted with my information, my address, my phone number, information about me. They could have called me, but Cherokee County Sheriff's Department, whom I have a $20 million lawsuit pending against for having me illegally arrested through Preston Peavy, and then Preston Peavy trying to frame me for crimes I didn't commit, and railroad me, try to get me convicted, as they do a lot. A lot of these cops are just self-centered, narcissistic jerks, and really, pure evil. And anyway, what I'm going to do is play a video of a conversation I had with Jeff Rusbridge concerning my lawsuit against Wells Fargo and Lou Toback, but mainly Wells Fargo, and others concerned. But Wells Fargo is the primary defendant here. Wells Fargo Bank, oh boy, fighting Wells Fargo, a difficult battle, and Jeff Rusbridge is trying to do it for me. So anyway, I just want you to listen to this conversation I had with Jeff Rusbridge and see what you think about the situation.
Okay, Jeff, this is me. I'm recording this for legal purposes. What's going on, man? How are you doing? I'm not good, that great. They dismissed my, they upheld the dismissal, of Judge Grubbs on that one case, and I stayed up till wee hours in the morning working on a motion for reconsideration. And you know what's amazing about those judges? It's just disheartening. It's how they never seem to read the information, to read the case, to study the case at all, and they don't have any. I mean, the fact. Have you ever noticed that?
I haven't seen that before.
I mean, it's just incredible. So, I mean, how can you ever win in a system that judges can't even get the facts straight?
That's a good question.
But anyway, one thing is just, I just say is very disheartening that you wouldn't at least, shoot me an email or call me and say, Kerry, I can get it moved to Gwinnett. What do you think about Gwinnett? Because Jeff, I know you're a good attorney, but the thing is, I know you're working in a difficult system. But the thing is that I do more studies than probably any attorney on our legal system because I do a lot of advocacy work. I found out about other cases. I've actually gone to Gwinnett in support of other people, that were pro se trying to get through, the process there in that county. So I see how it works, and it's just not a good. It's just not. It's the worst place in Georgia that we could have our case because the judges there are just like corporation. He's gonna win. Yeah, just give it to him. And then you're done. I mean, they just have you talk about no regard for the facts. Now, a small town would have a better chance or what I'm confused about, what I understood about my case is just like my other case. The judges recused themselves because of conflict of interest. Well, the same thing should have gone with this case. Judges should have been recusing themselves of conflict of interest when I've got a $20 million lawsuit pending in the Georgia Court of Appeals right now against the county and against a judge there. So the thing is, if they had, if the proper procedure, legal procedure was followed for them to have to recuse themselves, then it would have gone through the process like my other case did of a judge being assigned. You follow me?
Oh, yeah.
And then if a judge was assigned, it wouldn't have to be Gwinnett. It could be wherever that judge assigns, whatever, he's going to pick the judge, just like they did in my other lawsuit. Of course, it went through 3 other judges, but which was bizarre. But the thing is, Gwinnett, I can tell you right now, my heart knows and my mind knows that I'm going to lose. We're going to lose in Gwinnett County. And the other thing is that, as you mentioned in your email, that is the jurisdiction for Wells Fargo in Georgia. Well, that's another strike against us. So, I just don't feel good about, if you had just called me and said, well, let me call Kerry, just say, hey, Kerry, I can get it moved to Gwinnett, and they think they'll agree on that. I would have told you, I said, dude, let's do anything we can not to pursue Gwinnett. But as your client, as you're trying to represent me and help me in this case, and I know, and like I say, you've done so much to help me, Jeff. There's no question about it. And I want us to win. That's what my desire is, for us to win, and we should win. But how can we win when we're in Gwinnett County? We won't. I can tell you, we might as well give it up really right now. We might as well just scratch it in this thing, because we're not going to win. I can give you 100% go on that. Now, let's say we go to Gwinnett, and then we lose. Are you going to appeal it?
Sure.
Well, if that's our only option, but I think is there any other way we could go to get the judges in Cherokee County to recuse themselves, because they should, by conflict of interest, and then have a judge, then, they recuse themselves, and then a judge will be assigned to a judge, and they will pick the judge. Is there any way we could take that route still?
Not really.
Not really.
I went on, understanding the issues that you have with Cherokee County, and the statement you made that you did not even feel comfortable being in the courthouse. So in my mind, any other county would be better than Cherokee.
Well, like I said, any other county would have been besides Gwinnett. It's amazing. It's amazing. Any other county in Georgia would have been okay besides Gwinnett. That's why I just wish as your client, so, this is Kerry's case that I'm representing. Let me call him and just bounce it off of him. Just bounce it off. Kerry, I can get it moved to Gwinnett. What do you think? And then at least I could have had a chance to voice my opinion before it went forward to that direction. You see what I mean? Or an email. Kerry, I can get it moved to Gwinnett. I think they'll agree. What do you think? But don't you think you should have bounced it off me at least before you pursued that? And to see what I thought about Gwinnett?
An issue like that, in terms of where the venue is, in terms of the choice was really only Gwinnett. So no.
Well, I don't agree with that, though.
Because there was nowhere else to go. No other county has venue over the case.
Well, see, the thing is, that's not true, Jeff. If they recuse themselves, then it goes to a process where a judge is assigned outside of that jurisdiction.
The case would still be in Cherokee County.
Well, I know. That would be okay. I would rather it been in Cherokee County with an outside judge than in Gwinnett County. I can't stand. Gwinnett County, I know the record. The record is for people that, like Wachovia. There's a case against Wachovia, and it's a very valid case. They lose. It's like, I just want to tell you, I don't know how to tell you. It's hard to explain, but Gwinnett is a corporate judge court. They fine for the big corporations, not for the little guy. They don't go, oh, look at this little guy. And then even the juries there are kind of, I don't know, I don't know what the word would be, but they're not the down-to-earth type people that you might have in a smaller town. Say, well, heck, man, this guy paid, you can get a jury in Bartow that would go, well, heck, man, the guy paid $85,000 for, tract of land, up front, cut it out before he sold the property. I don't care what they say, that's his. You know what I mean? In Gwinnett, they go, well, he didn't file the proper paperwork. Even your own paralegal said, when I talked to her, well, Kerry, you didn't file the proper paperwork. You didn't file it. Well, heck, I went to a closing attorney, right? I made 2 copies of, he was kind of upset that the closing attorney
didn't do anything more than anybody else would have done. You did get everything.
Yeah, but the thing is, I even had 2 originals of everything done that day at that hearing. You know, our closing, he goes, you know, the attorney was like, and you know, he even called me during that hearing about subpoenaing witness to my criminal case. And I said, yeah, I was right there in front of him. I said, yes, I want you to subpoena every damn witness. Every one of them. Tina McDonald, everyone. Remember that? You called me and I was in that closing. I said, oh, Jeff, I'm in a closing right now, but what's going on? You said, well, what are these subpoenas? I said, Jeff, subpoena everyone. And he overheard that. You know, I mean, he clearly heard it. I was standing right in front of him. And Lou Toback heard it. So, you know, I was doing 2 original documents. And, you know, I think Lou Toback said, look, what are you doing 2 originals? I said, I want original. I want my originals too. I want to have my originals. Because first of all, the guy said he was a church-going Christian. He takes I take my son to church every Sunday. What church you go to? I said, I don't go to church. And, you know, as soon as he said that to me, I said, this guy's probably a crook. You know what I mean? And turns out, what was he? Are you there?
Yeah.
I mean, what was he? Was he a crook?
Well, yeah, he was convicted of being a crook.
Yeah, he was convicted.
My understanding.
Well, yeah, well, it's not your understanding. You know that for a fact, don't you? You looked into it. I did. I mean, he was convicted.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So, I mean, all I would want to do is, I just don't feel like we have a good chance in Gwinnett County with my case. I don't think even with the jury. A jury's not going to be a heartfelt jury. They're not going to be a down-to-earth jury. They're going to be the kind of jury, well, he didn't follow his P's and Q's. He didn't dot every I across every T. He didn't do that. That's his fault. You know, the corporation should win. You know, Wells Fargo should win. That's the kind of people you have. No, not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but overall, a jury pool in Gwinnett is going to be far different than, say, like in Bartow or, you know, Polk. You know what I mean?
It's Gwinnett versus Cherokee. The Cherokee County juries aren't great for any case where you're asking for anything.
Right.
I know whether Gwinnett juries are better in that regard.
Right.
But Cherokee County juries are notorious for not giving plaintiffs anything.
Right. Right.
That would have been the other.
So that would be the other alternative. So we would have had. Well, you know what I don't understand is when a case is moved outside of outside of a jurisdiction like that, why is it being held in Cherokee County? That's what I never understood about my case. My case should have been held, you know, where Judge Miller was presiding. You know, I mean, although he was.
They don't. I mean, when the judge recuses himself, they just bring the judge in and keep the county the same.
And now that's a little ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, when it's the county that
doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
And that's why I pursued this option, because I didn't.
Well, I know. I mean, I think
I thought we wanted to get out of Cherokee.
Yeah, we did, and we did. But you know, I just really, I want to tell you, it's just amazing how I feel about Gwinnett, and I've studied it. I've studied cases in Gwinnett. I've seen how they operate. I mean, shoot, anyone pro se in Gwinnett. I mean, it's a joke. Of course, it's a joke throughout the whole country, really, when you're pro se. But the thing is, in Gwinnett, I mean, you're pro se. It's like, oh God, pro se. You need to get an attorney. I mean, the judge will even say, you know, you guys, you know, don't you have an attorney? No, we can't afford an attorney. We have no more money to. Well, you need to get an attorney. You know what I mean? You can't come into my courtroom and represent yourself. You know, what do you think you're doing? I'm not going to have it. You know, get an attorney, okay? So, I mean, but as far as the corporate stuff goes, though, I mean, that county is just, I mean, just like I never was even served with a summons on that debt, on that Discover card, I was never served. How could I respond? And then when I responded, as a matter of fact, I even responded with the fact that a judge had declared me indigent. Well, this judge continued to garnish my wages, and I looked into that, and that was illegal. He found out I was declared indigent, he should not have been garnishing 25% of my $8 an hour wages. He should have ended it right there, but he didn't. You know why? Because he doesn't have to. But then, of course, I got another judge that found me indigent, and then all of a sudden it stopped, you know. But the thing is, those judges there, they don't go by the law. They don't do what's right. It seems like they always find for the big corporations.